Alright, we're going to be unboxing this Epson Eco Tank 3850 and see how it works. Let's go. So we're going to turn this into a sublimation printer, the 3850, the Eco Tank 3850, and we're going to remove all of the paper and all of the wrapping off first. So that's the very first thing you need to do. Okay, so the difference between this printer and the other printer is that this one is a little larger in capacity. I'll continue to tell you the difference between the other one. This printer came with the same ink as the Eco 2850. Remember to remove this ink out the way. Don't use this ink. You're going to be using the Sublimation ink that you purchased. Now that we've unpacked this, you can either use your smartphone, your mobile device, or you can use your laptop computer. I chose to set this one up with my mobile device. It will give me direct printing from the mobile device to the printer. So at first I didn't quite understand what that means. I just wanted to make sure that I could just print on the go or print from wherever I was sitting instead of having to get up and touch a computer. All right, so now we're going to turn it on. So you turn it on. And as it powers on, now we powered it on, we're going to launch our app next. Launch the app, follow the instructions, agree. And it says Epson, okay, agree. And as it checks, let it check, click next. Enable location. And okay, so now we're waiting on the printer. It is doing what it is. It's just setting it up, so that takes a little time. And then we go through the app, we add the app to our device, and we choose the product. Once we choose the product, we make sure we turn on the Bluetooth, and then after we turn on the Bluetooth, we get ready for the ink, and we're going to continue. And before we make sure we got all of the stuff, stay in front of the printer, and it says don't turn the printer off while setting it up. All right, the smartphone is not connected to Wi-Fi, so we're going to connect our smartphone to our Wi-Fi and make sure the Wi-Fi is connected. Okay, now we're connected. During this process, you just have to make sure that the Wi-Fi and the Bluetooth is on your device already turned on. It's going to want to connect the printer directly to your device that you have that's operating on Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. Let's get started. Make sure the project is turned on and if the USB cable is connected. It took me a few tries to figure out whether or not what it was explaining. After I went through the app a couple of times, I just made sure that I had everything in place. And all you have to do is click start, and the printer itself will start initializing and doing its thing. It's a 3850 series. So it just basically took me to the same thing. And if you see at the top right there, it's going to go through that really quickly. And while it's going through that, it's updating. Tells me the same thing, keeps repeating. It's also initializing right there. All right. So they're gonna guide me step by step because now I got the Bluetooth on and the Wi-Fi. Before you start, make sure you follow the rules and stay in front of the printer. I don't know what the rules are, but that's what they say. All right. So now it's doing this. It's moving on its own. It's setting the printer up from the panel. Don't turn the power off. I'm not doing anything. I'm not touching anything. All right. So we'll wait and see what that does. So now it's giving me all the instructions. It says let's start with the ink. You open the ink up, open the bottles, and then put them in each tank cover. It shows you exactly how to do it. So just follow the instructions along, and then make sure you're careful with these bottles. So I'm gonna start that process right now, and you can watch me install the ink. So we're gonna lift the tank right here. This is the tank, just like before. It's yellow, magenta, I think it's shiny, I might be wrong, and black. I always mess the colors up, so yellow, red, blue, and black. That's my plain old English. It says the same thing here. It tells you instructions on the phone as well, and tells you instructions there. So I'm gonna keep going that way I can see it, and I'm gonna open each bottle of ink up and begin to pour it. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love. All right, so once you start to get ready to print, you're gonna get a notice that says suspend void printing mismatch paper. Just hit next. Hit next anyways. Proceed anyways. That's because of the type of paper, and you know we have the different ink in there, so that's what's gonna happen. And we're gonna get us a little print thing and just a test print and see on the sublimation paper what we get. Hopefully it'll come out right. Let's see. Alright, so this is the test print. I didn't show you how I got it, but don't forget to invert your image, because when you print it, you know you got to invert it when you're printing on the print press. So hopefully this helped. This setup is complete. Also, I did a couple other things, but you know what? We got it done. We now have the ET3850. Alright, so we're finished. We're gonna press this little cute little quick shirt and see how the ink came out and how the print comes out, and I'll get right back to you. Alright, so we have now placed the shirt on the press, and I don't know what just happened here, but I feel like it got too hot over here. Maybe it didn't. Yeah, without using it, that 400 ain't no joke. Anyways, let's go ahead and press it for, I don't know, 60 seconds. Make sure that you press it with 400 degrees for 60 seconds. That way the sublimation ink has a chance to penetrate into the product. This helps. Let's over here. Let's see what we get. And that's what we ended up getting. Wow. I don't know, the colors on it's vivid. The colors on it's good, but I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can get the ICC app downloaded. But I mean, that's a cute little Dollar Tree shirt. I got this shirt from the Dollar Tree. Since I'm not procrastinating, I'm doing side quests. I love that saying. I probably can get it a little bit more defined, but I think we did a great job. All right, I hope this video was helpful in setting up your printer and that you find all the success you need. All right now.